Hello, Leos, and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading for May 27th through June 2nd of 2019. Thank you, Leos, so much for all of your support, for all of your comments, your likes, your shares, and especially all of my Leo subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. If you haven't, please make sure to like, share, and definitely subscribe to the channel and hit that wiggly bell. It'll notify you when I'm putting out my weeklies, my monthlies, and I'm about to put out some really cool crystal series videos and some other stuff. So definitely hit that little wiggly bell and subscribe. All right, Leos, as you guys know, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It cannot and it will not resonate with every single one of you. And that's okay. Do be sure to check out your other placements, as we are not just our sun sign, and it's important to remember that, okay? We might resonate better with our rising, our moon, and even our Venus, okay? So check those out as well for your weeklies and monthlies. All right, Leos, so let's see with the Game of Thrones tarot here what your general spiritual messages are for the week, about general life, career, and then we'll move on to love. So we're going to focus more spiritual, career, general life, things that might be happening this week for my Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Get King of Coins. Ooh, the Magician, double Peter Baelish. That's not even a joke, but I think it's funny. Anyways, Leo. Ooh, okay. The card fell out so crazy, but I will take it because it's just, it wants to come out, okay? The Hierophant. Let's continue to see. The Star and the Two of Coins both came out, so we're going to take them all. All right, so you guys have a pretty strong read this week. Very money focused, very much focus on your stability, home, you know, where you're living, how much money you're making, the business side of things, and how we can make more. It does feel like you guys are trying to figure out how to juggle some things as you step into some honestly, like a new level of a job or new levels of career. I don't know, it just feels like your career life is expanding right now, or you can see that it's going to be expanding. Some of you might be getting internships if you're in college, or again, some of you guys might be getting into colleges or graduating. I don't know, there's just a lot of, like, I don't know, step ups in terms of degrees and opportunities through school and education. And if you work for a huge company, they might be giving you kind of a step up here, or maybe, you know, more responsibility, a raise, maybe even asking you to take over a department or something. I don't know. It just seems really good for you guys this week. So you might have to kind of do a little bit of juggling as you figure out how to, you know, adjust to this change. So let's see. King of Coins, the Magician. Yeah, Six of Swords. Like I said, I just feel like you guys are moving on up. And for those of you who are moving it, like I was getting also, some of you guys are moving with these opportunities. They might involve, you know, a change of where you're living, where you're working. And it might involve, you know, moving. If you're doing internships, it might be overseas. It might be across the country. I don't know. It just seems like you guys are moving around, which is not not unusual for Leos. Leos are such, you guys are such bounders, I find. You and Sagittarius. Queen of Swords. Clarify the Hierophant and the Star here. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys are signing new contracts. We're having, yeah, just amazing doors kind of open up for us here. So don't shut your mind to that. Somebody might need your help and might, you know, offer you a position. So, yeah, wow, this is really good. I have to say, Leos, this is like, I knew that this deck was good for you today, and it was just, yeah, it's just doling out them messages for this week, which I really like. Wow. I mean, I have nothing really negative to say other than you guys have a lot of energy. You're probably signing some big documents, agreements, contracts here that are pretty big. It just feels like somebody, you know, this feels like a very much like a boss energy, and they're like, you are able to do so much, and I think it's very impressive. Or, you know, somebody has seen your work here, and they're like, wow, you can really, feels like they're just impressed by all of your talents. It's not even just like if you are involved in finance, they're like, oh, well, you're also doing all this other stuff, and that's amazing too, and I want to reward you for your work in that way. It's like you guys put in all this extra effort, all this extra time and energy, and you're being rewarded for it. Again, I think that somebody has seen your work here. I don't know why I'm getting that. And they're offering you something big. So again, if you're applying for internships, if you're in school, you know, the work that you've done has really shown your skills, and you're definitely going to get what you're looking for here. Having opportunities come in, especially the star, it's like you've probably had hope for this for a long time, and it just feels like it's coming in here. You're getting communication about it. And if it has to do with a Gemini, they're very present here. This doesn't feel so much as like maybe if you applied to this in, or you know, you started this process, whatever you're doing here, or first heard the word about this in Taurus season, we're definitely hearing from either a Gemini or an air sign that's ahead of it, like the head of this, whatever this is for you. Because again, I want to say like department or your boss, but I feel like it could also be someone in charge of something that you don't even know yet that's offering you something. It's just like, whoa, like I can't believe this is happening. And you guys are like, okay, well, when does this start? When do I have to go? When do we have to move? And it's like almost like right away. So you guys are getting a lot of crap together here at the end of the week because you have to do this very quickly, or again, you're traveling here. There's a lot of travel and moving involved for you guys, but it's definitely the step up. So don't turn your back to it. Don't be afraid of change this week. I'm getting, okay? This is really amazing. This is, you know, what you've been waiting for here. Because I know you guys have been in it for, I feel like 6 months or so, or even since like last summer. You've been like going through stuff. Things have been difficult. We've been through a lot, and this is like that breakthrough we've been waiting for. It just feels great, honestly. So don't be afraid of juggling and having to, you know, do this, that, and the other thing. Communicate with a bunch of people. Do 10 things at once at the end of the week. It's worth it. It's so worth it. This is really nice, guys. I'm very happy with that reading. Let's check out a Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco for a message from your higher self. Guidance of advice for my Leos. What are their higher selves? Higher self or guidance of Leo. Want them to know this week. Oh, what's popping out here? We'll take it. Skull of Stars. Infinite possibilities. Like I said, guys, you are just like stepping into the limelight. It's like you guys are stepping into just amazing possibilities right now. Things that you've been waiting for. This card indicates that you need to think bigger and more broadly. Oh, actually, sorry. Let me actually do the paragraph before that. I always forget that this one's longer. It is easy to feel small in a world that is so busy and personal and seemingly self-absorbed. We can at times feel lost and unclear about our direction and lose sight of our place in the cosmos. The Skull of Stars reminds us that we are only limited by our own imagination and boundaries. If we can dream it, it is possible. This card indicates that you need to think bigger and more broadly about your future and what you would like to achieve. Perhaps there are false beliefs, often old, that no longer serve you as you grow and change. Sometimes these beliefs may not even be yours. They may have been imparted to you by your parents or the wider community, yet feel rather incongruent to you. You need to endeavor with all of your heart and soul to live the life you want and honor your own wishes and truth. So this is a really amazing message. Honor your own wishes and truth, and take the take these opportunities, guys. Don't be afraid to take the opportunities that come in this week. This is amazing. It's what you've been waiting for. So let's do love now. And I'm going to use the Gustav Klimt Tarot for love for you guys. And again, if you want to book a private reading, guys, all that information is right below this video in my description box. I'm going to be putting out merch probably sometime this week or next. I'm going to start getting that out, and that'll be in that little Teespring bar below my video, so you can check out that stuff. I actually designed it myself. Alright, let's see. Love and romance. Love and romance. 10 of Cups reversed. Oof, okay. 10 of Coins. Oh, I know that I knew this was going to be this way. Didn't we know it? Alright, let's see. You can't just get 1 10. You have to have 2 10s in a reading. Right next to each other. Very obvious. I don't even need a clarifier for that one, but let's see. Love and romance. Some of you guys are definitely having to say goodbye to a relationship because I think some of you guys are just literally moving for a career opportunity, and you're going to have to be like, I really like you, and you know, there's a lot of love between us, or a lot of feelings between us, even if you just started dating. But it's to have the life that you want, to go somewhere new, to build a life and a home somewhere new. And again, it has to do with money, opportunity, what you've been wanting in life. So you are going to have to stand strong against all this confusion and choose Yeah, I think, I mean, you guys have to do what you have to do, and that's kind of how I feel about this week, and that's kind of how you feel about this week. But and then there's that Piscean energy right in the dead center of Seven of Cups of what if, you know, we could make it work? What if, you know, I think some of you guys are considering long distance relationships, honestly, or considering or trying to figure out what happened. Some of you guys, I think, are having something happen in a relationship here, and you are confused about it. So clarify 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. What's happening there? The 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups for Leos in romance. 3 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I just don't think that we're able to build the foundations that we want to. And we're confused as to why, like, we even had this thing happen, or why this person led us on. Why do I have to start relationships and then always leave them? Yeah, but some of you guys are just like, okay, but I have to be responsible for my actions, and I have to go do what I have to do here. I have to take charge of my life. And I think a lot of you guys are choosing career and big moves here for yourself and over a relationship. And that's, I mean, that's your choice. If it's what's best for you, then you know what you have to do. Wheel of Fortune, 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles is always interesting to me in this deck. It's definitely different than most 4 of Pentacles. It shows a lot more happiness, I think, and holding on to what we're holding on to. Usually it shows somebody who doesn't have a lot of money and is not willing to give up this, you know, what they have here. But in this deck, you know, it's about profitable investments. It's about seeing this whole situation as, well, maybe this person can be a useful, you know, useful in terms of career in the future, you know, useful acquaintance, a useful connection. And, you know, we know that this is important for us to build the future that we want to, and maybe we can come back to this eventually, which I think some of us are thinking. But I think some of us, it's not the relationship that failed, but that things, you know, you have to go, you have to do something, like you have a job, you have like a visa expiring, there's things that are just happening here that you have to do, and you have to leave this situation. And I think a lot of you guys are like, I don't know about a long distance thing here, I don't know about that, I think I just have to do me right now, because my life is changing, and I have to be strong enough to realize that, you know, I can't, you know, at some points in life, like, you know, it's just too hard to be in a relationship. And I think that you guys are realizing that this is a time for your own personal growth, and that maybe you have to dial back this relationship to more of a friendship. This is a really specific reading. Again, if it doesn't resonate with you, please don't take it. It's fine. I don't really get any other stories or any other messages about this, so I feel like this is a very specific one, Leos. Regardless, all of you guys have a sense of strengthening this week. You're stepping into your power. You're stepping into a really, I think, new phase of life that's offering you, you know, what you've been waiting for and what you want. I just think that in general, whether it's love or, you know, any other aspect of our life, we have to be ready to make the decisions that are best for us in the long run. So, this is a really important week for you. Really big leg up week. So let's get some Romance Angel Oracle cards. All right. This one's flying right out. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Interesting. Some of you guys have met your one already. Maybe the timing wasn't right. Like I was saying, maybe you guys want to come back to something because you're like, well, this is really working out, but I can't do this right now. So let's try this again another time. So let's see. Other messages for love from the Romance Angels. Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Raguel. We get, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So some of you guys that are in relationships, you might feel a loss of love, but this is worth working on, okay? These are not for the same Leos that were given all those cards before. This is a different situation for sure. But some of you guys are having issues in your relationship, and you might be really doubting the whole thing, but I really feel that these cards are connected, and that this really, I think, could be the one, and you need to work on this and grow a little bit more in this partnership. Okay, unless they're abusing you or anything like that, or in which case, obviously, do not stay with somebody that is abusing you in any way, all right, or being horrible or hurtful. You know when the situation is not healthy here. I'm not gonna, it doesn't apply to everybody. But, Leos, those are your messages for the week. I hope that You guys have a wonderful and blessed week. And if you haven't, please remember to share and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to book a private reading, all that info is right below this video in the description box. Definitely check out your other placements for your weeklies and monthlies. And thank you guys.